friends, welcome to Power Electronics lecture series. Today we will see the information related to the LASCR, that is Light Activated Silicon Control Rectifier. In this topic we will see the symbol of LASCR, then structure of LASCR, its working, its IV characteristic, some of the specification of LASCR, then we will see the advantages, disadvantages and application of LASCR. Let us see what is meant by LASCR. Now let us start with the today's session, that is light activated SCR, that is LASCR. LASCR, it is nothing but light activated silicon controlled rectifier. Now in this session I'll going to explain you the basics of LASCR, then structure of LASCR, okay, then we'll see the symbol of LASCR, its equivalent circuit, then some of the important ratings of LASCR, IV characteristic of it, advantages and application of LASCR, advantages and application of LASCR. Okay, let us start with the basic of LASCR. The very first point is basics of LASCR. Now LASCR, as its name tells, it operates on the light intensity. Okay, it is similar to silicon control rectifier. It has PN structure, but only point is whenever light falls on it, this device is going in the conduction, or this device is turned on whenever light intensity falls on it. Okay, so it depends on light. Okay, similar to SCR, only turned on with intensity of falling light. Okay. Whenever light intensity fall on this device, it will generate the electron hole pair. So it operates on electron hole pair generation. It operates on the electron hole pair generation mechanism. Let us draw the structure of LASCR. Structure of LASCR. Okay. As I told you, it is PNPN device. So it is normal PNPN device. It has three junctions, J1, J2, J3. It has two terminals, anode and cathode. Only difference is that whenever light intensity falls on it, it is turned on. Okay, this is what construction of LASCR. This is what construction. It has four layers, PN. It has three junctions, J1, J2 and J3. It has two terminal, anode and cathode. Only difference is that it don't have the gate terminal, and this device is turned on with the help of intensity of light falling on it. So this is what the construction. Let us draw the symbol for it. Okay. So this is anode, this is cathode, this is gate, and this is symbol of falling light. So this is what symbol of LASER. Now symbol of LASER. Our next point is, let us see how it works. Okay, as we focus light on the LASER, the incident photons will generate electron hole pair. Okay, as we focus light on LASER, the incident light will generate what? Electron hole pair. It will generate electron hole. It will generate the electron hole pair. Okay. The generation of electron hole pair will be directly proportional to what? Intensity of light. The generation of electron hole pair, depends on, or it may be directly proportional to intensity of light. Now these electrons will constitute a gate current for LASER. Generation of electron hole pairs depends on the intensity of light. Now this electron hole pair will contribute a gate current for LASER, and due to the current multiplication. Okay, internally the LASER is divided into two transistors, so their current multiplication will be takes place. So this electron hole pair will constitute a gate current for LASER. This electron hole pair will constitute a gate current for LASER, and this LASER will cause internal current multiplication, and it will be turned on, Okay, if I draw the equivalent, now let us see the equivalent circuit of it. As we are not applying any voltage here, we are incidenting the light intensity to be fall on the anode cathode junction, and it will generate the electron hole pair, and this electron hole pair will constitute a gate current for SCR, and this gate current is nothing but the as we had seen in the normal SCR, as we are providing the gate current, the normal SCR will be turned on. Here the gate current is proportional to the intensity of light. So as the gate current is given, so the LASER will be turned on. Okay. If I divide the PNPN structure into two halves, it has two transistors Q1 and Q2. So let us draw the equivalent circuit of it. Internally it has one capacitor and one diode which are connected to parallel with one another, and same two transistors are there, PNP and NPN. Okay. This is Q1 transistor, this is anode terminal. Light will be fall on this, and this is our Q2 transistor. This is gate terminal and this is cathode. So it is what equivalent circuit of LASER. The light intensity falls on it. It will generate the electron hole pair. This electron hole pair is nothing but a gate current for LASER, as this gate current is given to the base of Q2. So the Q2 transistor will turn on, this Q2 transistor, as Q2 transistor will turn on, it will cause the collector current to flow across this. Suppose it is IC2. This IC2 is nothing but a base current for the Q1 transistor. So Q1 transistor, as base current is given to the Q1 transistor, it will be turned on. So internally the current multiplication will take place, and due to this current multiplication the LASCR is turned on. So this is what the equivalent circuit and working of LASCR. Now let us see the important ratings of LASCR. Important ratings of LASCR. First one is forward voltage. Forward voltage, its range is up to 4000 volt. Second point is forward current. The forward current range for LASCR is up to 1500 ampere. Third, light triggering power. Light triggering power. So which may be less than 100 milliwatt. And typical value of this device is 250 ampere per microsecond, and or it may be 2000 volt per microsecond. So typical current rating for this is 250 ampere per microsecond, and typical voltage rating for it is 2000 volt per microsecond. So these are what important characteristic of LASCR. Now let us draw the VI characteristic of LASCR. VI characteristic of LASCR. It is nothing but the anode current on y-axis and anode to cathode voltage on x-axis. So it is positive anode current, then we are having negative anode current, negative anode to cathode voltage, positive anode to cathode voltage. Okay, so whenever light intensity falls on it, before light intensity falls on it, or the intensity of light is small, then the breakdown will not occur, and after this breakdown the LASCR will be turned on. Okay, so this is called as forward breakover voltage, same as normal SCR, forward breakover voltage. And as light intensity decreases, forward break, as we had seen in SCR, here we had seen the different gate currents. Now here we are having the intensity of light. Now as light intensity decreases, the forward breakover voltage, so breakdown voltage increases. This statement is, now let us see the important voltage and current rating of SCR. Okay, so important rating of LASCR consists of forward voltage. It is up to the 4000 volt. The forward current is up to 1500 ampere. The light triggering power is less than 100 milliwatt, and the typical current rating is 250 ampere per microsecond. Typical voltage rating is 2000 volt per microsecond. Now let us see the VI characteristic of LASCR. The VI characteristic of LASCR is nothing but a graph of anode current and the anode to cathode voltage on x-axis and anode current on y-axis. Here we are having the negative anode current and negative anode to cathode voltage. Okay, initially whenever light intensity, the intensity of light is small, the small amount of current is flowing across the LASCR, and after the breakdown will occur, means forward breakover voltage, the current increases immediately. Okay, in normal SCR, suppose this is gate current 1, gate current 2 and gate current 3. So the gate current 3 causes the forward breakover voltage to be initially started. Now here the device operates on the intensity of light. So as light intensity decreases, So the breakdown voltage increases. Now in reverse direction, the current increases in small steps, and after reverse breakover voltage, the reverse voltage starts increasing. Okay, so this is what VI characteristic of LASR. Now let us see the advantages of LASR. Now let us see the advantages of LASR. So LASR has very small size. It can be turned on using pulse of light. It can be turned on using pulse of light. And its power consumption is very low. Power consumption is low. Okay, so these are what some of the advantages of LASR. Its size is small, it can be turned on using a small light pulse, and its power consumption is very low. Now let us see what are the application of LASR. Wherever we are using the light intensity, we are going to use the LASR. So some of the application of LASR include optical light controls, or relays, phase control. We can control the motor also, or some of the computer application depends on LASR. So the motor control application includes the LASR, or it may be used in HVDC transmission. This LASR may be used in HVDC transmission, high voltage DC transmission, and static voltage ampere reactive, or in voltage ampere reactive compensations. So these are what some of the application of the LASR. Now in today's session we had seen the what is mean by LASR, its construction, its symbol, its working, then some of the important rating of LASR, then VI characteristic of LASR, advantages and application. Thank you for watching this video. If you are having any queries, please free to ask in comment box. Thank you.